So I want to explain the intention behind BPM. Well, of course, it's the same BPM, which is a challenge within itself. To just stick to the same song, but my fault, the same tempo without making it, you know, uh, repetitive. And also, um, I wanted to do something that was spontaneous. The original idea was just to get high and just kind of take a robot chicken effect or approach to it and sort of like make pitches for the songs. And then at a certain point, it just became, all right, like let me just keep creating and keep going forward and try not to edit everything so quick and like uh, turn down certain ideas so quickly. Let me just go from front to back and just see where it takes me. And that's pretty much the whole concept of this is to just kind of go with the flow and just see what happens, and also to trust that it's good enough. Especially um, seeing that everything that I created in the moment, I loved it. You know, it's the times where you keep listening to it over and over. I mean, I'm listening to this for hours, and I mean, it starts to become like fucking nails on a chalkboard, or it becomes your own grave. You know, it becomes every reason why you ain't shit, or why it's just traumatizing. And then it can be so liberating and freeing, and it can put you on top of the world as well. I think that's what our ideas and creations can do for us. It's fucking hard to trust that shit and just go with it. So, you know, I failed to a degree. There's two songs on here that were recreated, or just like kind of uh, like I couldn't just necessarily scrap an idea because everything is intertwined. Um, I even made some mistakes where I like intertwined some things because I was moving so fast from 120, where certain things that were connected uh, were off of like the time limits because it's only supposed to be 2 minutes per song. Some of the songs I didn't quantize, so they went over 2 minutes, and I had to start making other cuts. But anyway, yeah, there's two songs on here, uh, 12 and 15, where I switched it up completely because I just wasn't feeling the idea anymore. I might suffer for that, and I might be rewarded. But that's the whole point. It's like you don't know what's going to happen from that idea. So it's best to just kind of execute it in the most efficient way that you can and then share it and see how people receive it. So that's the whole use. And, you know, I always have mixed feelings about this, which I think is good. I don't just like it. But another thing, too, because my favorite song on here is Azalea Banks, or just track 19. And the whole point, or let me not say the whole point, but when you just keep like working, you'll get to some shit that you like. You know, I've learned that from making beats. Like, um, my beats are very average, creative, but average. If you like look at my templates and if you're seeing it from my perspective, I ain't really doing too much, man. Even my vocals, I ain't even doing too much. But the thing is, I just keep doing it all the time, and I end up getting some good results. And I feel like I've made my best song. It could be better, but like it's one of my favorite songs that I've ever made, just because one, it was so easy to make, and two, it was, I don't know, it's captivating to me. That first verse, I'm still kind of iffy about it, but I don't give a fuck. That damn chorus, I love the drums, and I love that song. Um, but it took 18 songs before that to get there. That's, you know, that's the point of it. It's like, yeah, you do need to trust your ideas to a degree because they'll lead you to even better ideas. So, yeah, man, I gotta shake some ass for this whole project, that's gonna be a difficulty too, because I have to start implementing dancing. Well, I don't have to, but I want to implement dancing because I'm a pretty good dancer. That I can say. I got the creativity to shake this ass. I just don't have the coordination, uh, or the. It's like Naruto trying to control his chakra. Like I got that motherfucking chakra. I just I'm looking for a Kakashi to goddamn show me how to you know. Now let me stop. But yeah, fucking yeah, man. I don't give a fuck if niggas enjoy this at this point, cause I want to move on to the next thing. Um, After I put this out, I have a lot to work to do. I have a lot to work to do. Look at that. I have a lot of work to do. Um, I got a lot of training I got to do as well. So there's gonna be more, and it's gonna be more efficient and more structured. I got more challenges I got to do. So yeah, that's pretty much that, man. Just to explain like the whole shebang of the thing. Um, that's pretty much it. And even if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure you'll be entertained. You know, and then there's gonna be more in the future as well, where I'm gonna take it to higher levels and go even harder and be more organized about this shit. Cause boy, this shit was a fucking challenge. It was a fucking challenge, I tell you. It was so easy in the beginning. I tell you, like, majority of this mixtape was made in about 3 weeks, like from 1 to 20. I got the rough ideas, I only needed like a couple of verses, but I got practically everything on the production side. And then the editing on the way down, doing the vocals, oh my God. I had to stop smoking. I already made a plan to stop smoking, but it's like, bro, my vocals are butt cheeks. I can sing a little bit, but man, that goddamn auto tune, that shit carrying the weight of 1,000 moons. And then the editing process. I mean, yeah, I went through a couple of things, and then I fell straight back into procrastination, which is another thing I wanted to do also, man. I almost forgot about that too. Like in the midst of this, I gave myself an hour of entertainment, and that comes in all forms, no matter if it's social media, video games, TV, porn, all of that. Like everything has to be restricted and cut off, and that like reset my whole whatever the fuck is in the brain, like that made everything else so much more enjoyable. But it made a thing where it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? Uh, all I could do was freestyle, clean, or make music. So I was able to get so much done in so little time. But, I fell off from that shit multiple times. And also, uh, this is kind of a gem. Like, I think next project, I'll be able to execute this shit way easier because now I know I have some more gems just on a health conscious tip. I've cut out processed foods at the last quarter of the making of this mixtape. So now, man, I'll be able to fucking get shit done way more efficiently. And even there's, mine. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I got this shit on lock. Um, to the supporters I have, shout out to you. For the people that are coming to support me. I really like whole time, bro. I just be in the crib contemplating with my cat Cleo. I just be fucking going crazy, uh, insecure, confident, egotistic, fucking all types of emotions that I should be going through. The only thing that's really saving me is the fact that I'm sober right now. It's the thing that's like making me healthy enough to stay a little bit balanced. But other than that, man, this shit is a bit of a challenge. But that's just the whole part of it, I'm growing and shit, whatever the fuck that mean. Uh, but yeah, man, I still got to deal with a lot of bullshit. I still got to deal with a lot of family. Um, I lose a friend about every fucking season. So I decided to kind of stop doing that, especially when I'm making a project. In between projects, I network. I goddamn, bump some dicks and shoulders. But other than that, I'm gonna keep my shit tight. That way, I don't fuck my own like mental up because I get very deep in relationships. I'm a very stupid ass person. Yeah, I want to know your mama, yeah, whatever. I'm invested. I'm invested in people when I like really deeply fuck with them. Other than that, I just be like, bro, leave me alone. But yeah, I get deep into people. I try to help people, um, and I build connections, and it's beautiful. But you know, I'm not good at keeping friends. I can say that, especially when I'm trying to fix myself all the fucking time. It's like you end up trying to fix other people as well, and you're pretty much experimenting. It's like dating. It's hard to have a successful relationship as you're also trying to be successful yourself. It's possible, but I just said it's hard. I'm not giving up on friendships. I've just created a rule now where it's like, look, bro, like I've had too many situations happen where I'm like working on a project and then like I've had some shit just go left for me and it distracts the hell out of me or just like sends me down a spiral, which is good for the music if I put it in there. And sometimes I do, you know, even the relationship that I did lose in the making of this mixtape, like that's where the seventh song is dedicated to her, but it ended up kind of being like sad and or happy and sad all in one. It's dedicated to her and my girlfriend, but then I had a little sad part to it. But anyway, yeah, man, this mixtape is just a mix between like trusting myself because I don't a lot. There's sometimes where shit is just undeniable. Like I feel like the track 19, I love that shit, and track 20. Uh, there's some tracks I genuinely love on this, but you know, um, I think that's the whole meaning of this, and I want to keep that going, in a series to like challenge myself, just to kind of reset. Like, hey, have some fun and not think about this shit. Just like you see where shit takes you and try not to plan shit out. You still end up kind of planning shit out a little bit, but you know that the whole goddamn gist of this motherfucker. So that what that thing is right there, and that's it, man. Hope nigga like the mixtape. Hope you like the mixtape. Cause I kind of do. Honestly, if I was to rate this too, I would give it like I give it a 6. I give it a 6. 6 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. Cause I feel like it's entertaining enough to get through, but the transitions could be more complex and more like impressive. Uh, and even my overall like vocal performances, they could be better. They could be better. My vocals is kind of iffy. You know what I mean? My delivery is not great. Um, I've noticed that, and I've kind of learned how to have a better delivery, but still, like it's not all the way there. But yeah, I would give it a 6. It's worth a listen. I think it will age well. Um, but yeah, the verses are kind of okay. The singing is okay. The creativity is great. It's great like listening to something and not getting bored. Like I don't get bored listening to this, except for the first track. I do not like the intro like that. I like the beat, but oh my god, like that verse is just hilarious. But it's also kind of like ridiculous. But hey, when I shoot this visual, I'm gonna be shaking ass. So I gotta love that motherfucker. But yeah, man, I give it a 6, 6 out of 10. Crown in this club, I would give. Ironically, I feel like this is better than Crown in this club. So I don't know. I'm gonna rate it when I make some more projects. But okay, let me see how much time I've been talking. 14 minutes. Alrighty. Um, yeah, man. Let's stop. Let's stop. uh, thank you.